Yasam bottom. So the Gemara said that bottom means bote kahuna, bote levia. And the Gemara says that another opinion was that it's malchus. So to show that it's malchus, they showed because David came from Kolev, and David had there was a Miriam had a son Chur. So it all shows that malchus came out from Kolev was from Shevet Yehuda, and Malchus is from Yehuda. So now we're on the bottom over here. After the two dots, like 3 lines, the last 3 lines on the bottom. So Gemara says, there's a pasuk, V'Kolev ben Chetzron, Kolev the son of Chetzron, Haylid gave birth as Azuva Isha, Azuva the woman, or Azuva his wife, Ves Yiriyes and Yiriyes. Ve'egel Bonel, and these are her children. Yashar, V'Shayva, V'Adrain, Ben Chetzron. In fact, the Gemara, Ben Chetzron, why are you saying he's Ben Yefunahu? It's called Ben Yefunah, not called Ben Chetzron. And for the Gemara, that this because of his deeds, that's why it's called, that's why it's Ben Yefunah, who, and for the Gemara, Shepina Atz Me'atzas Meragan. He turned away, he didn't go along with the Meragan. In fact, the Gemara, Vakate ben Kenasu, he's the son of Kenas, not the Chetzron. The Ksiv Vayukado Osnia ben Kenas Achi Kolev. So you see that there were brothers over there, and the brothers were the sons of Kenas. And for the Gemara, Amar Rav answers, Chogai the Kenas Havi. He was a stepson of Kenas. He wasn't really. They had the same mother, but not the same father. His father was Yefunah. Dekanami Diksiv Haknizi. It doesn't say Kenaz. It says Haknizi. You know, they called him like this in the city, but so this in this relation. Shmamino. Now the Gemara says Azuva Zumiyah. It said that Kolev took Azuva. So who's Azuva? So the Gemara says Azuva Zumiyah. Why is she called Azuva? Shahako Azvua B'tchi. No one wanted to take her. She was a sick woman. In fact, the Gemara, why do you say Haylid? V'haloi Minsav Havi Nasawa? They were married. She wasn't his child. And for the Gemara, Amr Rabbi Yechon said, Kala Naisi Ish L'Shem Shemayim Ma'ala V'Kotzik Yolda Yiriyos. You said that she had children, and one was Yiriyos. So the Gemara, Shehaya Paneh Daimel Yiriyos. Her face was pale, like a curtain. It means like a curtain that didn't have any sign on it, not any color, just a plain like white sheet. Be'elu Boneh, so Tartika Boneha Ela Boineha, the ones that she got built up through them. Yasha, in other words, she helped them become what they were. She was the wife. So he says that Yasha, it goes on Kolev. Yasha Sasmart, that he went in the right path. He didn't go along with the Meragim. Shayvev Sheshivev Esyitzar, he controlled his Yetzer. V'Aldain Sheroda as also he ruled over his Yetzer. Vika Damri, and others say, Al Shahaya Paneh Daima Levered. Adran comes from Vered. Vered means a rose. In other words, after they got married and she healed, she was beautiful like a rose. In the passage said weiter, Ash Chur Avita Kua Hoy Shnei Noshim. Who were the 2 women? Chola v'Naira. So he says that Ashkur ze Kolev. He said Ashkur had 2 wives, right? So Ashkur is Kolev. Why was he called Ashkur? Because Ashkur comes from the word shocha, black. Shuru ponea betainis, from fasting. And Avi shenasa la'ka'ov. He was like a father to her. And Tekua, Shetoka Eslibai, Le Aviv Shabashamayim. He connected to the Eibishter. Hoye shtei noshim. What does it mean? Had two wives. Nasa Miriam kishtei noshim. Cholo v'nara. So the Gemara, Loi Chola v'nara havoy, is not the two people, and no, it means that this, Betchila Chola, in the beginning she was sick, v'b'soif nara. Then it steht weiter, U'b'nei Chola, Tzoras v'tzoya v'esnan. So the Gemara explains it again, these names. Tzoras, Shenasa Tzora l'chaver Sehem. In other words, she was like a competition that everyone tried to, she was more better, more successful than all the other ones. Tzoya, shehoyu boneho taim l'tzarayim. Her face was bright like the daylight. And Esnan comes the word Esnan like a matana, Esnan Zaina. Shekol Araya Oisa, whoever saw her, Moilech gets a desire to be with his wife, is Moilech Esnan Lishta brings a matana to his wife, that his wife should come to him. Okay, now we're going back to Pareh. Vayitzav Pareh l'chol amay. Pareh gave an order to all his people. Omer Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Chanina, Afal amay gazel. When he said Kolabeni Yot HaShechol, it was also under Mitzrayim. But Omar, Yehuda Reb Chanina, Shorish Gezeiras Gaza. Pareh gave out 3 decrees. Betchila, the first was in Ben Huva Mitamazah, B'Lebesoif, and then like Kolabeni Yot HaShechol. B'Lebesoif, Afal Hamay Gaza, not only by the Jews, but also on his people. Sheit the Pasuk where Yelech Rishon Beis Levi. In fact, the Gemara Hechan that goes on Amram. In fact, the Gemara Hechan, oh, where did he go? So the Gemara Amr of Yehuda Bar Zrina, Shahara Batzas Ishtay. He went based on the advice, based on the advice of his daughter. Tana, Amram, Godel Hadar Hoya. Amram was the greatest in his generation. Kivan Shera, when he saw that Sha'omah Pareh said, Kol ben Yir Tashichu, Omar, so he said, Vashavanu Amelim. So what are we going to bring? We're working for nothing to bring children to the world. They're all going to be destroyed. Omar, V'gidesh Shishta, so decided I don't remain married. So he went and he divorced his wife. The Kulam, V'goshen is the same. So it became a big Gadish factory, everyone getting divorced. So his daughter said to him, Abba, your gezerah that everyone's causing everyone to get divorced is worse than Pareh. Why? Another thing. No, if the children will not be in Olam Hazeh, they're not going to come to Olam Haba also, so they have to go to Olam Hazeh to get to Olam Haba. Pareh harasha, Safik Mesayem Gzeirah, Safik Shem Gzeirah. It's not so sure. He gave a Gzeirah called Ben Yir Tashchum, but if it's really going to happen, we don't know yet. But Ata Tzadik, you're a tzaddik, and bevada shegezerascha miskayemes. And wait to see a tzaddik plans something. Shenem vatikza aimer vayokamloch. On a tzaddik say that the divit tzaddik is kayam. So when he heard that from his daughter, so that's vayelach that he went with the advice of his daughter. Omar digarav veherze es ishtay. He remarried his wife. So now that they saw he did, everyone remarried. Shaitan Posek, Vayikach, that he took. So it's practically Gemara, Vayachzim boy. Vayikach passes on the beginning of the marriage, but now he's remarrying. Hagadav Shem Vayachzim. So the Gemara, Omer of Yehuda Bar Zuvina, She'asa Lo Maisa Likuchem. In other words, he made a big simcha like a first wedding. It means that there was a special canopy like what he used to keep the collar. He made it like a besula getting married. Hashiva b'piryan. He sat her in a special like a canopy, like. Aaron and Miriam reikten b'faneh, and Aaron and Miriam were dancing over there. U'malach Ashos Amru Ema Bonim Smecha. Now he stayed weiter. He took as Bas Levi. Who is Bas Levi? In fact, the Gemara, she was 130 years old then. Efsha Bas Meir Ushreishim Shona Havya v'Kodig Bas. It sounds strange. A Bas is not for a lady of 130 years old. The Amr of Chama Bachanina, Zu Yecheved, that this lady, Bas Levi that he took was Yecheved, Shahirosa B'derech, that her parents, her mother became pregnant with her as they were coming down to Mitzrayim. V'lidosa Ben Achaimus, and she was born when they came to the walls of Egypt. Shenema Sheyoda Oisa Levi b'Mitzrayim. Leidosa b'Mitzrayim, her birth was in Mitzrayim, of Ein Heirosa b'Mitzrayim. Her conception was not in Mitzrayim. So the Gemara, so what does it mean? What does it mean, Bas Levi? Amr Yehuda says, she know the Bas Simonim Nairis. She had her a Simonim like a young girl. Shaitan Pas Batari Yishu Vatega Bain. In fact, the Gemara, Vahavi Misaber Beitrosa Yachim Mekar, she was already. As he was 3 months old and she couldn't hide him anymore. So what does it mean that? Why say now that she gave birth? Omar Rabbi Yehuda Bazvine, Makash Leidosa L'Hairosa. We compare her birth to her conception. Ma Hairosa Shlei B'Tzar, just like when she became pregnant, it was without any pain. Aflidosa Shlei B'Tzar, also a birth was also without any pain. Mikan u'noshen sekoni is shohaisa bepiska shechava. By Chava, the Eibush said be'esef till dibonim, that you go through pain. So noshen sekoni is we're not in this note that the Eibush gave be'esef till dibonim. It didn't include the noshen sekoni. She was a sekoniist. Shaitan posed by Teira Oisa Kitaivu, that when Moshe was born, so she saw that he's good. So the Gemara, Tanya Rabbi Aimer, Toiv Shemai. His name was Toiv, that's what I mean. Yehuda Aimer, Tuvia Shemai. Moshe had a different opinion what his names were. And Menachem Yama, Hogan Lenevius, that she saw in him already that he's fit to be a Navi. Achedem Amrim, Noilet Kishahu Mo, that he was born Mo. Baracham Oimim, B'shah Noilet Moshe, Nismal Habayis Kul. So Melis of Ibal, he brought light into the house. So that's why Sukkot time. How do we know it? Because Ksiv HaChadash Shteit Vatayra is the Kitayv, Shteit Tayv. Ksiv HaSav is Kitayv. So we compared it, just like over there means light, over here also he brought light. Shaitan Pasuk Ratespanei Shreshi Rochem. Why did she hide him for 3 months? Or why was she able to hide him for 3 months? So the Gemara, Dremonu Mitzrayim Ela Mishor Shahadra. The Mitzrayim, till he didn't remarry her, which was public knowledge, so she can't become pregnant. But once he remarried her, so they figured now let's count from that time. So for the test, Lemona Mitzrayim El Mishor Shahadra. V'hi hafes mis'aber bei trosa yachi me'kora. She was pregnant already 3 months from before. She couldn't hide him. Why not? You hid till now, so why can't you hide weiter? So the Gemara, Amai tisfanena b'tezel. Let her hide him and continue keeping him hidden. Ella kol echad dechazi dehavishav mi Mitzrayim. The Mishal the Yenuka, wherever they heard that a child was born, Memamti Yenuka Pasam, they would bring a baby over there, Kihecha the Rishmaina, in order that the baby that's there should hear him, they hear this baby cry, Abi badayu, and maybe when a baby hears a baby crying, that baby also cries. Diksiv also lanu sha'olam ketanim. In other words, they brought like little, they caught it with little foxen. In other words, like with little babies. That's how they caught them. Shaitan posted atika tevis gaima. She took a box of gaima. Now gaima is from the bark of the trees, like some type of reeds, like. In fact, the more maishna gaima. Why is gaima? Gaima is a very cheap material. Why did she? It's a thing that grows. It costs gona. So the more Amar Belezer Mikan, we see from here the tzaddikim shemamoinim chavav aleim yosim migufim, that they care more for. They don't like to waste their money. And maybe that she managed to make it a cheap basket and it worked. So that's what she did. Why are tzaddikim so much concerned about their money? A tzaddik shouldn't think about money at all. So the Gemara, if we ain't pushing the begezel, someone that steals has no problem. So money means nothing to me. I'll be short. I'll go and steal more. But a tzaddik that can't do that. So he doesn't waste his money. So the Gemara of Shmuel bar Nachmani Omar, Daverach. This was a soft material. Sheyachol lamed b'nei daverach u'b'nei daver kasher. It could withstand the pressure, like if there's a strong wind or not a strong wind, it will be able to withstand. That she smeared it up with chaymer and zephyrs, that's type of tar and some type of lime, what do you call it? What? Lime. So Timor Tana chaymer b'mifnim. The gap is mibuchus. She put the tire on the outside. She's going to put in the water. So in the water you have to have tar like on your roof. You put tar when you don't want it to rain in. So same thing. It was a protection for the water. Tar doesn't have a good smell. She didn't want that Moshe Rabbeinu should be laying and struggling with a bad aroma. Shaitan post batosam bo esayelet, batosam basuf. What's basuf? What does suf mean? Rabbi Bogomilsky says yamsuf. It was by the yamsuf, right by the beginning of the yamsuf, and the Bishmol bar Nachmani Agam. It was a swampy area where she put it. Kediksiv kona basuf kamore, and over there it means a swamp. Steht weiter im Pasuk Vatei Bas Paralichos Alay Ar Om Rav Yochanan Mishum Rav Shimon Ben Yechoin Melamda Sheyoda Lichos Migilulei Avia. She went to Bizel Megaya, so she knows the Gatus is you have to be Toivon. V'cheinu Eimer Imrachas Hashem Esayas B'nai Siyin. So over there it says also the Eibush to wash it. What does mean the Eibush to washes? That's when they're Megaya. Shaitan posted when Araisel Halchos and her maidens went with her. Omer Rabbi Yechon said, "Eina lichazu el lashemisa." It means that they went to die. V'cheinu Eimer, Hine anechi heilig lamus. Like Esav said, Hine anechi heilig lamus. It doesn't say Hine anechi. It's a sign of going to die. V'teira sateva. B'teichasuf, kivin the chazi, the kaboy gatzu Moshe. When the maiden saw that she wants to save Moshe, Amru Lo, they said to her, Giviyatenu, our mistress, min hagei shalayim. The minig is that Mela Basar Adam Geisek Zayda, im kol ayim kula ein mekayim Moshe, bonabu beisa mekayim Moshe. You're going to violate. So what happened? So Bo Gabriel came along Gabriel and he killed him, buried them in the ground. So the Gemara again, what's the mean Amosa? Rabbi Yehuda Rabbi Nechemia. One says Amosa means a hand, and B'chad Amar shivchasa, a maid. In fact, like the Mazak, Mandi Ama Yoda, the one who says a hand, the ksiv amosa. Amosa doesn't mean a maid. Mandi Ama shivchasa, midra ksiv yoda. It doesn't say yoda. So if it meant the hand, it would have said the hand. In fact, the Gemara, Mandi Ama shivchasa, according to the one who said that she sent a maid, Ha'amr, you just said that Bogavir b'chavtam b'kaka, that he killed them all. And for the Gemara, the Shiur lo choda, he left her one maid, the Rav Ucha, the Bas Malka, will make him l'chuda, because for the covet of the daughter, the princess, Uman the Yoma Yoda, Lichtav Yoda, but the one that says Yoda, why doesn't Taka say in the Pasuk, B'feish Yoda? And for the Gemara, Hakamashal, let's hear the Ishtabriv Ishtaruvik. In other words, it was the hand, but the hand became longer. So Amos is from the word Amma. It became Amma is a measurement. The Amma Ma B'chein Matzinu B'chein Ata Maitzi B'Amos Shobas Parek B'chein Ata Maitzi B'Shina Rishoyim, that there's such a thing. The Ksiv Shina Rishoyim Shibauta. You broke the teeth of the Rishoyim. The Shirasa means that you extended them, that they became bigger. Steht in Posek Vatiftach Vatireu Es Hayelad. So the Gemara says, what's Vatiftach? She opened Vatireu, and she saw him Es Hayelad, the child. In fact, the Gemara Vatera mi boy. It should have said Vatiftach, and she saw the child. Omer Yosi Reb Chanina Sherosa Shchina Imoy. Vatiftach Vatireu, she saw the Shchina. V'hine na Aboicha. The Gemara, Kariga Yalad, V'Kariga Nar. It's a little contradiction. Priyash Vatireu as a Yalad. And then it's a V'hine na Aboicha. Nar is someone like 15. And a Yalad is an infant. So the Maratona, who Yalad? The Kailai Kenar. In other, he's strong like his voice or so. Divrei Rabbi Yehuda. Amr Rabbi said to him, Im Kaina B'zeh Yosisa L'Moshe Rabbeinu Bal Mum. If a person has a child that has a voice like an adult, that's a mum. Al Muhammad. His mother made she designed the table like with some drapery and everything that it should look like a chuppah. So that's why it says the nar was laying in a chuppah. So beside the chuppah, he looked like a nar. Amr, she said, why did she do it? Because she said, Shemalei Eska l'chuppah. I don't know if I'll be zeichet to see his chuppah. So she made him like a chuppah in the box. So the Bas Pare had achmanas. And by the time she said, this is one of the Jewish children. In fact, the Gemara may know Yoda. How did she notice a Jewish child? She saw that he had a bris. Now the state zeh, miyalda ibn zeh. So what the word zeh is extra. Just said miyalda ibn. So timar zeh, what does that mean? That Bathsheba's parents said nevius. Shalai midata. She didn't really know what she's saying, but she said she foretold the future. Zeh neifel, ve'ein acha neifel. Only this one's going to fall into the water, but no one else after him is going to fall into the water. When it was be said to you, those who are connected with the Avodah Zoras of Oivus and Yedainim, Hamitzavtzafim, V'amagim, they talk, they're speakers, it doesn't mean anything. What they Tzayfim, Ve'enim Yaidim Tzayfim. They see, but they don't know what they're seeing. Mahan Gim, Ve'enim Yaidim Mahagim. they make expressions, but they don't know what they're saying. They saw Shemashiach Shayusah b'mayim huleika. So they told it to Paray. So Amdu v'Gazu Geizigan Kol Abein Yid Or Tashlichu. Kivin the Sheruya Moshe. Once Moshe was thrown into the water, Amru, they said, Sulei Chazina. We don't see it anymore. Kiahu Simna, such a Simna. So Boto Lugzeiru Sayam. Hapim Vatal Gren the Gezeira. So that's what she said, Zeh, and Nevuah, but she didn't know what she's talking about. But that was Nevuah. And they didn't know. So what did they see when they said that Mashiach Shesol is in the water? It's a different water that they saw. They didn't. Didn't mean the water now from the Nilus. It meant the water from by Moshe when he hit the stone. My diksiv heima me meriva asher ravu. What do you mean heima? And these were the me meriva. What do you mean these were the me? It's like that, but heima. These were the ones sharo istagnine pare that the kishumach the pare saw. V'tol when they made a mistake. Behind the Gama Moshe sheish maz el vragli anechi I am amul Moshe Yisrael. Because of me, because of, what does it mean? Because the whole Gezeidah of Paray, that they should throw the children into the Yam, it's 3 years bottle Gevarim. Because Zok the Gemara, Rav Chanina bar Papa Amar, Oisha Yom, that day when Moshe was put into the water, Esem ve'echad b'Nisan Hoya, it was Shvi Shel Pesach. The 21st day of Pesach, of Nisan, is Shvi Shel Pesach. Amar Malach Ashaz HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Malach said, the Eibishter, the Bein Shalom, Misha also the Reim Shira al Hayam b'Yom Hazeh, Yilka b'Yam. That day was when Oz Yosheh, when Moshe was going to say Shira, so you're going to allow that he should be struck in the Yam. B'Yom Zeh. And another opinion, Rabbi Acha Bachanina Amar, Ois Hayom Shisha B'Sivan Hayom. It was the second, it was Shavuos. Amar Malach Ashaz HaKadosh Baruch Hu B'nei Shalom. Misha also the Kabbalah Torah Mehasinai B'Yom Zeh, Yilka B'Yom Zeh. It doesn't sound right. So the Gemara practices it. Bishlam Mamandi Amar B'Shisha B'Sivan. It's right according to one who said that was the 6th and 7th Shavuos. Mishkachas or Gimel Yachid. You have three months. Shetel that he was 3 months, 3 months old, right? So you have 3 months. Why 3 months? The Amama, B'Shiva B'Oda Meis, or B'Shiva B'Oda Neirad. Moshe, or B'Shiva B'Oda B'Shisha B'Sivan, Tosa Yachid. That's 3 months. Elam the Yom B'Esum B'Echad B'Nissen, Heichem Mishkachas or how do you have 3 months? From Oda to Nissen, there's no 3 months. It's only 1 month. And for the Gemara, Oises Shona Milberes Oisam. Oh, there were 2 others. The Megas you had Ruba Shel Rishon, V'Ruba Shel Achron, and V'Emtzoi Shalom. So Megas, that's how you had 3 months. Shaitan Pasuk B'Taimer. Shaitan Pasuk B'Taimer Achoisei. El Basparai, Miriam said to Batya Basparai, Ha'ela B'Karosig L'cho Isha Menekes Mina Ivriyos. So the Gemara, why did she offer to bring from the Ivriyos? There must be a reason why. She didn't say, should I bring you a Menekes? It said Mina Ivriyos. Like the Gemara, Muhammad, Shech Ziro L'Moshe Al Kol HaMitzvahs. There were all the mitzvahs over there. They tried to get him to drink to nurse him. And he didn't let me nurse. Omar, he said, Pesha also l'daber mashchina yina davar tamei. That he's got to speak with the Shechina. He can't be nursed a davar tamei. Behind the ksiv. Esmi Yeredeya So teach the Gemara. L'mi Yeredeya, L'mi Yavim Shmua, who could become a teacher and who could understand the hearing things from the Eibishter, L'Gemura Mechola, L'Atike Mishadayim, to those that are weaned away from, they don't take milk from, or they don't drink from the breast of a non-Jew. Batayma Lo Baspare, Baspare said to her, Lichi, go. Amr Abu Lezer, Melamed Shahocha Bizrizis Kalma, that she was a real, altogether she was 2-3 years old at that time. And she said, Lichi, like run like a Reb Shmuel Bar Achbeini Alma, her Alma, Shehilimo, the Alma means like she concealed. She didn't say who she was. She didn't reveal herself. Now, when Yocheved came and took Moshe, she gave Moshe over to Yocheved. So she said, Hey lichi es hayeled hazeh v'anikeu. Omer Rav Chama Bachanina misnaba ve'eni yedas ma misnaba. Again, Baspara was saying the vula. He said, Hey lichi doesn't mean here. Hey lichi means hor shalachi, this is yours. Because she was the mother to Moshe. V'ani et escharach, and I will pay you your schar for nursing. Omer B'chama B'chanina, v'dayin v'tzadikim shemazidam hem avidosan el shenaislam scharam. Not only do they get back their aveda, but they even pay them for taking it. V'sheitin pasuk b'tikal Miriam and Aviyah Chayis Aaron. In fact, the Gemara Chayis Aaron. This is by after the Shira. It's a tikal Miriam Chayis Aaron. It's a type biyoda. So in fact, the Gemara, why does it only say Chayis Aaron b'lei Chayis Moshe? She was also the sister to Moshe. It's like the Gemara, Amr of Amr, Amr Rav, Amr Amr of Nachman, Amr Rav Melamed, Shehoyse Misnaba, Ki Shehi Achayis Aaron. She was already saying the vua before Moshe was born. That's why it says Achayis Aaron. She was saying the vua before Moshe was born. Vaymeres, and she said, Asida Imi Shetela Bain Shel Mashiach Yisrael, that my mother's going to give birth to the one who's going to save the Jewish people. The Kiva Shenayad Moshe, Nismalu Habaya is Kula the whole house became full with light. Amad Aviyah, the Noshka Al Roisha, so her father went and kissed her. Amar Abiti, Niskaima Nuvu Aseich, your Nuvuah was Mekuyim. The Kivan when they threw him into the water, Amad Aviyah, the Safcha Al Roisha, over there the father gave her like a patch on the head. Amar Abiti Heichen Uvasach, behind the Ksiv, V'teisatza Arocha Meirach is Ladeya Maya Osaloid, later to know Maya Hey B'Seif Nuvasa. What's going to be the outcome from her in the Vua? Terechagav, one of the reasons, it's not the popular reason, but one of the reasons why we eat milk on Shavuos, get about Shavuos, is because of this Gemara over here. We bow that, according to the Mandiyoma that says it was on the 6th or 7th, Kumtais, that how was Moshe united with his mother again? Through milk, from not drinking the milk. That's how we drink milk on Shavuos. Oh, you have a kasha? I was wondering if you're quiet the whole time.
Try to say it before the letter.
I said it to him.
What?
Right? He said because that year was a Shana Milbetis, right?
No.
How'd you have a Shana Milbetis? Hayem Atam Yotz Chodesh Aviv, the